Alrighty, hello. I am testing a new setup today with a microphone to see if that's any better. I'm gonna try and talk while I work. I don't know if that's gonna be interesting or if it's gonna suck. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk the whole time. I think it'll be kind of tricky because I've never done it before, at least not with modeling something. We're going to be modeling the back of this plane today. I'm going to go for this fin thing. I think the elevator is what it's called. I've got my reference here. So yeah, I might as well just get straight to it. Actually, before I start, I'm just going to check this is working. Yeah, right, so the audio seems okay. I would like to know if anyone has any issues seeing what I'm doing or whatever. So just let me know in the comments as I go. Alrighty. So looking at the tail here. I have a slight obsession with collecting too many reference images because I really like to know that I'm making it like the real thing, not just making it up. Even though no one really is gonna notice. So it looks like it follows pretty closely with the shape of the rest of the wing. So that's something you have to keep in mind, that it's gonna have to flow nicely. At the moment, the shape I have here is kind of bumping up. And this may even be too thin at the back. I need to change this as well. Yeah, looking at this edge is a lot squarer than what I've done so far, so I'm probably gonna have to make some changes to this because yeah, I obviously wasn't paying enough attention last time. I wonder if I have any pictures of the cross section of the wing. See, this is the thing where I'm spending too much time looking at reference and not actually making anything. Yeah, alright, this picture's fine. I can use this picture. Yeah, so I'm just going to start by squaring this off a bit. I think the bottom is probably okay, the top is just a bit too much at the moment. It's really nice to actually work on a local machine because I've been doing all my work remotely for the past month, and just dealing with the lag has kind of sucked. Also, if anyone has any Maya advice for me, I would gladly take it on board because I always feel like I'm kind of behind in my Maya knowledge. Could always be better. I kind of, I don't know, got tired of watching tutorials, and something I should probably do more of, but it can be tedious just going through modeling tutorials endlessly, trying to find those super handy little tips in the middle of a 30-minute long video. I should probably be making selection sets for this, because I'm just selecting the same stuff over and over and constantly tweaking it. But it's like, oh no, this will be the last time I have to touch this edge loop. I'm gonna get it right this time, and then just go back and move it again and again and again. Gotta remember to look at the reference. Now the end here, I guess I'm just gonna have to fix later when the time comes. I'm just kind of putting that off for now. Starting with the big wins, then I'll do the tricky stuff later. I don't know. Still too curved. So yeah, now maybe I'm starting to regret not making a selection set. Going in for like the third or fourth time. Alrighty. Fine, no one's gonna notice, just move on. Let's see, okay, let's fix this now. Have I made it too thick at the back there? I think it's okay. The shape I had before just seems wrong. I don't really know how I'm going to fix it though. Do I just grab points manually? The thing with Maya is, with proportional editing, or soft select it's called in Maya, you can't hide stuff and have it not be influenced by the soft selection. So I don't know, I could like delete this edge loop and then maybe move stuff around, separate it as a new object, and then join them back up again if I want to do soft selection, but it's kind of a faff. So I'm just going to go in the caveman way and move these things one at a time. And then, I don't know, maybe try and smooth it out somehow with something like that edge refinement tool, whatever it's called. This is just one of those things that as I'm doing it, it feels wrong, and part of me knows there's a better way, and like I could do some research to fix it, or I could just try and get through it, and I don't know like what's going to be longer, going down like a hour-long tutorial rabbit hole. I'm not going to do it now, because watching someone watch tutorials definitely would not be an interesting stream. Oh geez, yeah, I remember this bit. It's not pretty. It's all quads, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, it's a mess. Maybe there should be an extra loop going through here or something, but I have this piece coming out. I guess I could maybe fix that by having this inset go the whole way around. Because I kind of need one anyway, I think, because to make space in the back of the wing for the elevator to like be able to rock inside, I think there's a little bit of overhang. There's like a kind of indentation. You can see it there. Well, this piece is pointy. Oh wait, they didn't do that on the back, did they? No, it's square. Okay. Phew. Yeah, so it's pretty square here. Just a flat edge. Like, is there a slight lip? I can't really tell if it's just the paint. But there, you can definitely see at the end, it kind of lips through, like it has this overhang for the tip of the wing. Can't really see any good pictures of it right now though. Here, basically the wing goes straight up here, and this bit is just kind of hollow, which is what I've done. Yeah, of course. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if I can really move this too much, or it's just gonna completely ruin it. Good, yeah. Oh, this thing, I do not like this piece right here. Again, it's so tiny, like such a tiny part of the whole overall plane. It's like, oh, do I really? Does anyone care that there's like a close to triangular shaped quad? Sometimes I think I maybe get a bit carried away with the whole like quads only thing, and it's not really that important. What am I doing? I think the technical term is turd polishing right now. Trying to take something terrible that I made earlier and make it work. I don't want to go too big here. To remember to keep it close. I mean, I probably wasn't that far off to begin with, so I need to be careful that I don't just push this to be something completely, that it's different, you know, something that it's not. I thought I'd stick the show reel down there as well, just to keep it interesting, because, you know, like anything to spice it up a little bit. Modeling is inherently pretty boring, but streaming it is good motivation, you know, having the feeling that someone's kind of looking over your shoulder makes me work a bit more. You know, it's like being at uni or something. You're not just like mindlessly going with no supervision kind of thing. You have someone else just, you know, like you're thinking, oh, I don't want to look like I'm doing nothing, so you just keep working. So that's a good thing about streaming. Dear. Pretty wobbly looking still. This looks kind of droopy. If only I had more reference. I've literally spent days where all I did was get reference photos, which, so yeah, I've definitely got enough. Just need to look at the right pictures. Or maybe you can never have enough reference, I don't know. This is paint reference, like so when they're making the airplanes, they paint this kind of anti-corrosion stuff on it. These are like World War II airplanes, I believe. This airplane that has Antonov An-2 has the same like undercoat paint, which is why I have this, but yeah, zinc chromate, there you go. But yeah, that's more of a look dev thing that I have that there. Crash reference. Pictures of the wings. One thing with this, I've tried to organize it so that like these pictures, for example, I've kind of got them going in a circle where you can kind of see this is the back and then this is the front, and then here's the right side and here's the left side. So as you go around, you can kind of almost get like a turntable effect. So I can look for pictures like the back quite easily. Then I have these more random close-up images which I don't really know how to organize effectively. Screenshots from videos and stuff. Here's a good bit of the underside of the main wing, but I'm looking for this tail. And these are also pretty cool. I mean, they're not useful for right now because I'm doing the wings, but for understanding how the fuselage is made and like where all the pieces join together, it's pretty interesting. Alright, I'm going to jump to Google quickly and look for some more reference. Couldn't help myself. So yeah, here's my problem. These are all just pictures of the main airplane. And I don't think I really want to bore you by going through a whole load of YouTube videos. Alright, yeah, screw that idea. Let's go back to back to guessing. Now I've made it less pointy. But this is looking pretty pointy, so second guessing myself again. I think this can come up more though, because look how flat this whole edge is. It's very straight right until the end. And then I want to try and get this curve to be as smooth as possible. It's not that bad when you zoom out. I should probably be doing that more often, zooming out. Help contextualize stuff a bit better and just remind myself, you know, like what I'm actually doing, not trying to get too obsessed with some stupid little thing in there. This is a little bit squirrely though. Let's do one of these things. Edge, flow. Try some, oh, oops. I mean, that almost worked. This thing went a little bit crazy. I don't know if I've just messed up all of the stuff I just did. This edge as well, the inner one seems quite inconsistent. Don't know, I might grab that and grab, come on, grab that and just move it like, if anyone knows how to like activate half speed, like in Maya when you move something, it always moves the speed of the cursor. In Blender they have the thing where if you press shift, you move your cursor and the gizmo moves like half that amount or a tenth that amount. I don't know how to do that in Maya, but if anybody knows, that would be super useful. Oopsie. I know this is probably not the type of content most of my subscribers are interested in. I think most people subscribe for Pingu, but whatever. Maybe I should make more Pingu stuff. I mean, I found it pretty funny the first few times I played it back, so. But then, I don't know, I watched it too many times now, so not so funny anymore. But I mean, a lot of other people clearly found it funny, so that's good. Okay, enough. We're doing the elevator now. Okay. This when I zoom out, you see the like inside edge through. I think that's like a camera thing. If I just change the clipping, it's to do with like floating point precision something 32-bit. I don't really understand, but also this doesn't seem to be working at all. I don't know what these units are. Like when I'm changing this, the far clip plane, it's not changing anything. Oh, because perspective 2. Okay, perspective 1. Yeah, okay, now I can't see anything. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's fixed it now. Oh, wait, no, it hasn't. Is this edge poking through or not? I don't know. I think either way it's probably too close. Perspective 2, let's go back to that since it was a not crazy clipping plane. Alright, I'm leaving it. Moving on. Now this is a good idea. I should have done this with this, where you see I've added all of these edge loops and it just makes it a pain for selecting stuff. Having just a single edge when you start out, I mean, I probably did. It's been a really long time since I actually started this thing, and now I'm just tweaking, so. So this needs to come right into the corner. Just make sure camera-based selection is turned on because, turned off. Now this wing thing, so all of these lines really need to flow into this new shape nicely. Gonna put the transition from, say, this straight, like it straightens out from there, I think. Does it really curve in like that? Hands getting sore. I have repetitive strain injury from clicking too much, so I've got to always switch input devices all the time, from mouse, Wacom pen. I've got a mouse on the floor so I can click with my toes. Yeah, I won't be streaming for too long because I don't want to hurt my hand because I gotta work. So at the moment I have these symmetrical. This is going to have a cutout on the left side because it's got this trim flap, which this one doesn't. But for now, I'm just going to do the main shape and then I can do the trim flaps later. I think, yeah, so the aileron has one on this side as well. I don't know if it's on both. Yeah, it's just the one side. So basically this is basically a tiny little version of this wing. So you have the wing, then you have the aileron, and on the aileron you have this extra little flap. And what that does is basically just balance out. You can have a little dial that you spin, and it'll balance out the like how aggressive or how constant that force is, so that you can basically make the plane go in a straight line, because it'll have slight imbalances that cause it to twist a little bit in the air. And with these trim flaps you can just point them slightly up or down so that you're going straight and level and not spinning around or whatever. Anyway. So I think this edge is pretty flat, maybe even square. Which it is. I've got it pretty square right now, so that's good. Yeah, there's a pretty good picture of it. So you have this pretty straight edge, and then it does this sort of rounded taper. I'm just going to stick a loop in here. Edge slide on. just so that basically to keep this middle portion square while I'm modeling. We have a 5-sided shape here, very naughty, not allowed. The problem is, how am I going to fix that when it comes around? Guess cut through there, and then through here. But I don't want to make this 3-sided. These tapering shapes are tricky. I could have it come down. Like boom, boom. Also, I don't want to make stuff too dense, and I'm not really liking how thin these are. That's a bad habit, which is something I definitely need to avoid. Maybe I should do an edge loop going around this whole thing here, like somehow coming around there, just to give this underside more definition, because that's low res right now, this under bit. And we want it to look nice and smooth. So, do that. Whoa, what happened up there? I am confused. Alright, I'll just cut through here. I'll work it out somehow. Alright, just gotta terminate this somewhere. Okay. What is going on? Bridge that. Can I make a triangle with a bridge? No. Fill hole. Let's try fill. I don't want triangles or pentagons, and I'm making both right now. There we go. Fixed it. What do I do? Changing the camera angle won't fix this. It's just my way of... I'll just procrastinate a bit longer while I subconsciously work out that problem. Just move this instead. I mean, this is not a great looking shape. Should I just do this? I mean, I've kind of done that, but it's massive. It's just a massive version of this. Right here, I think. Yeah. Then what's going on up here? There's like an extra edge. This edge. Do I need it? Maybe I should stick an edge on the bottom. Then what happens at this end if I do that? I've got to make one of these again. Ooh, is this a triangle? Yeah. And yeah, fixed it. Is this even good topology anyway? I have someone else made literally the exact same plane and it's on TurboSquid. I don't know if I have the screenshot of it here, but they had pretty nice topology. But I kind of don't want to look at it too much because I feel like, oh, maybe it's cheating if I look at someone else who's modeled the same thing. Also, theirs wasn't as high poly as this, and I'm kind of I'm struggling with whether like what do I really want? Like, do I want to just go crazy high poly so that, like, you know, it just looks cool when you show a wireframe? Would I want something that I can actually render, like the engine, for example? At the moment, like, it's progressing. Well, it was on the path for being very, very dense. Like, these things I started modeling is kind of silly, really. Like, I could just do this with like a texture, but instead I decided to make it 5,000 polygons per cylinder head. And, you know, you zoom out to here, and are you really going to see that in a render over if I just did some, like a depth map or something, which I know is completely, like, not as good as actual geometry, but the silhouette is changing so little here anyway. Like, that is going to be less than a pixel when you zoom out to here, and maybe, like, I don't really know how Arnold handles depth if you go really deep, like really sharp like this. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I've been thinking it would be cool to get this into Unreal and just make a little, like, even if it's not interactive, just render it in Unreal to practice using Unreal. But it would be cool. I saw some tutorials on how to actually set up aircraft controls in Unreal Engine, and it looked pretty. I don't want to like say too much, but it didn't look that difficult. I think I could give it a good crack. Back to the tail there, the elevator. I'm going to try and, now I've got this kind of rough topology laid out of how this wing is gonna, how the tip's gonna work. I'm gonna work on the shape a bit more. So back to reference. Hey, that looks better already. This might be a little bit close. Kind of intersecting, so I'll just pull it back just a little bit. I also need to work out the mounting, where the hinges are. I think there's 2 per wing, or 3. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. I can't actually see one in that corner. Or is that a hinge? Like, you've got this thing. I guess it would kind of make sense to have like a big shaft at the middle of the dorsal fin kind of thing. I forget what the actual name is. Okay, so, well, there's definitely only 2 things here that I need to model. So that's all I need to know. Hands getting sore. Left hand time. This is where it gets interesting, doing shortcuts with my right hand. Definitely slows me down a bit, this one. Focus. Focus. Maybe there is a shaft there. I don't think I've seen any other indication of it in any of the other photos I have of this plane. And now I'm just kind of imagining it's there and there's nothing. There's just a gap. I'll stick in an edge loop where the hinges go, just roughly. It doesn't even look halfway. It's really strange. There has to be something at the other end. Well, there's these cables. Oh, that must be because it's landed, though. Because yeah, they're off in this picture. So that's just something to keep it all tied down when it's not flying, I guess. Or maybe it's like some kind of theft protection thing. So when you take off, you can't turn. The last time I was working on this, was I working on this? It's been over a month since I opened up this scene. Yeah, because maybe that's what I was working on. I'll have to go back and check the last live stream. Anyway, I'll continue on the wing for now. I'm still not happy with this whole setup that I've got going on here. These super skinny bits. I don't really know how to get around it though. I mean, I should have something coming straight down here, maybe. I want to keep the faces as square as possible, really. That's why I don't like it, because they're just getting super thin, and I've introduced these triangles. Maybe I should just leave it instead of messing up something that's kind of working, just not very elegantly. guess these should be spreading out. Oh, I keep forgetting shortcuts when I'm doing them with my other hand. Oh no, what have I done? Come on. Oh, yes please. Thanks. Just had a crisp delivery. Alrighty. Come on, do something. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Did I just scale the whole object up? I'm retreating back to my right hand so I can try and salvage this. Wait, did I just zoom in? Maybe I just zoomed in. It is quite tricky getting used to using the opposite hands for shortcuts and navigation and stuff. And yeah, sometimes I forget which finger is which on my left hand, I guess. Whoa. See, like that. I'm holding Alt too much. I'm trying to click with this hand. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Switching back. Use the pen for a bit. I'm going to try and use my index finger. I think I was using my thumb earlier. Basically just the more I change the way I'm clicking, the easier it is on my hands. But the harder it is on my brain. I wonder if I'll ever finish this. Or will I just keep pushing individual vertex around? Vertexes? Verti? I guess. I was wondering if this had faces, but it doesn't, so I don't know if this is singular. This can definitely come up. Try and get this more rounded look, because this is pretty pointy right now. I don't know if I have enough topology here, enough subdivisions to really get this shape. I want to avoid smoothing the model, so just have the raw polygons and that's it. No extra subdivision surface or anything like that. But then basically have it so that there's enough topology there that I could do displacement if I really wanted to. I don't think I will, but just as a kind of I guess it's more of just a practice than anything. Let's have a look at this in context for a minute. It's fine, I guess. Looks like a wing. It's too thin. Turn that off. Get some nice split screen action going on. Side view. Now, does the middle of this go in the middle of this? Kind of like that. I guess maybe there. Can I just scale this up now? Is that cheating? Oops. Come on. I'm going to square this up more and bring all of this closer. See, now here it looks super thin. But I guess that's because it's just clipped so much you can't see where this wing ends and the thin thing begins. Oh, what's this called? I can't remember. I'm gonna Google it. The rudder, or I guess the rudder is the actual bit that turns. I think there's a name for the vertical stabilizer. I even actually, you know, I've got it named in here. If I click on it, it even says, look, vertical stabilizer right there. Here we go. Shows how long it's been since I've been in this scene. I forgot to actually, you know, have all this stuff laid out and organized and labeled in folders and yeah. I can't remember what I was talking about before that little sidetrack. Or how I got onto it. Oops. definitely need something in here. It's making me question where exactly it should come from. Maybe like through here and zip across, because I don't want a load of stuff pinching up. But maybe, don't know, that does kind of feel right though. What is that when Maya makes this like string thing? Like, is this, I don't even know what that is. It's like it's trying to do some fancy pie menu thing. Or is it just like it's stalling while it loads the menu? If I just, yeah, I mean that does something, but I don't know what it is. So I'll avoid that. I just find that I've broken everything in my scene now by scribbling around. Now I can't get out of this. Keep selecting through. I try to select this vertex and it just selects through. I'm just going to smooth this because this edge is pretty hard. Must have happened when I extruded it before, and now it looks terrible. Oh no. So does that mean I need to add an extra edge loop here? Would that fix it? Is that the right way? Okay, this is more edge loops. I mean, it kind of fixes it, but it also just kind of pushes the problem further. What if I bevel it? And that bevel is so tiny, it's... I can't even see it. Probably because there's some kind of... Whoa, there's some kind of triangle thing on the other side. Maybe this edge. I guess here, where it joins, that might cause a problem for the bevel. Let's have a look at this side. Should I just mark it sharp? Some people say you should never mark anything sharp and just bevel everything. Oh, this looks so wrong. How do I fix it? Keep coming back to it, keep coming back to the same thing. And yeah, see here now I'm just pushing the problem further down. It's not actually fixing it. And I don't really want this edge loop going all the way around, because then I'll just have crazy super thin polys. Is that an issue? You know what? I'm kind of growing. This idea is kind of growing on me actually. Oops. I think this might work kind of better than what I was doing before. Now, why would this do that? I still can't bevel this edge without getting that infinitely small bevel. It's like there's like some vertices I need to merge. But this all looks connected. Apart from here, something really odd is happening. Probably a really quick thing to fix if you actually know what you're doing. Oh, great. I'm not going to undo, I'm just going to plow ahead, fix my mistakes, and you'll, ooh, that, it's not all ugly anymore. That's good. Fill. G, need to remember that shortcut more. Maybe the fill hole thing is just making it a hard edge, and that's why it looks good. Then if I select everything, go shade smooth, it's probably going to break. Soften edge. Nope. That's my oh, did this fix kind of? No. But this is, oh, but that's come back down here. I'm going to stop soon because my hand's getting sore. Weird. It's sort of made it better. There's like this funny shadowy line from, I guess I need to, because this is like a straight line, I need to, because I just added it with the edge loop, it's not actually conforming to the rest of the shape. Oh, the whole camera-based selection thing in Maya always gets me. Even after using it for years, keep forgetting about it. Okay. That's me done for tonight. Maybe I'll fix this another time. Oh no, look at it. What have I done? What have I done? Alright. Bye.